There was much that caught the eye in 2016. Some exciting, some sad, some heartbreaking, something that was bizarre, some achievements that just made you go, wow. I've picked a little collection of all of those, and so I'm going to start at number 5. A women's cricket match, an under-19 women's cricket match, Mpumalanga in South Africa. Shania-lee Swart made 160 not out, and that is not dramatic by itself, which it actually is. But none of the other 10 players in the team scored a run. 160 out of 169, and she won them the game. You will never see that scorecard again. I know you say never again. You will never see that scorecard again. Shania-lee Swart was number 5 on my list. Number 4, it affected the world's biggest cricket playing country, but off the field, it was a murky year for Indian cricket. The Lodha Commission was telling you to do something, the Supreme Court was telling you to do something, the BCCI was saying something else, the state associations are saying something else, everyone is arrayed against each other, there's lawyers making money from all sides like they always do, no Chennai Super Kings in the IPL, no Rajasthan Royals in the IPL. Cricket in India made a lot of news that wasn't on the back page, and that is always very, very depressing for me. But it was news, it was one of the events of 2016. I'm hoping that 2017 we'll see a lot more action in India on the sports field, not off it. So that was number 4. Number 3, a team that always gives joy to people. The West Indies came back from a slow start and they won the World T20 again, the only team to win it twice. Then the under-19s won it, the women won it. But the West Indies and T20, they just get it, don't they? It's been a lifeline for the West Indies players. It's been a revival of interest in the West Indies as a cricket playing community. And it was just great fun to watch Carlos Brathwaite hitting those 4 sixes of Ben Stokes. That was number 3. Number 2, the kind of year it was for Ashwin and Kohli. Ashwin took 72 wickets, averaged 43. Virat Kohli hit 3 double hundreds and just had a dream run in every form of the game. There's hardly an innings in which he picked up the bat and didn't make us look at him and didn't make us look at the scoreboard. So Kohli and Ashwin, number 2 on my list. And I've got a slightly different one because there's more to sport than what you see on a cricket ground. So that my number 1 is slightly quirky. Some of you might disagree with it as well. And it came at a curious time in South African cricket. Remember, in South African cricket, you talk about race openly. And it's best that way to talk about it. But there's a lot of politics, there's affirmative action, there's color involved in the game. And everyone thought, no, South Africa's gone. I thought so too. Then in this test match in Perth, Australia playing South Africa, Dale Steyn picks up a wicket and hobbles off. South Africa not supposed to win it. What happens after that? Vernon Philander takes wickets. Kagiso Rabada takes wicket. Maharaj takes wicket. Bavuma picks up 1. JP Duminy picks up 1. Duminy scores runs. Bavuma scores runs. Philander scores runs. And what's common to all these people? You should never bring color into sport, but that's exactly what it was. 19 of the 20 wickets fell to players who would not have been considered for selection a little over 25 years ago, which is such a short time in a country's history. And so for me, that was the standout event, that 19 out of 20 wickets in a test match that South Africa won went to players who would not have been picked about 25 years ago. There you are. We encompassed everything, didn't we? We got a bit of everything in those 5 events of the year. But what were yours? Let's have a discourse.